The 2022-23 NBA season has been on for quite a while now, and like every other season, the feelings have been kind of mixed. Some players have been able to meet up to expectations, while others haven't. However, in the midst of the season's excitement, some players have been able to stand out and give excellent results. Let's take a look at some of them. First up, scoring. Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic and the Mavericks were killing it at the start of the season, but lately, things haven't been going so hot. But one thing that's kept the Mavericks in the game and still in the running for the playoffs is Luka's insane scoring. Right now, he's averaging 32.5 points per game, which is crazy, and puts him in second place in the league, behind Joel Embiid. The thing is, Luka's played in 7 more games than Embiid, and he's had a way higher usage rate all season. Luka's 32.5 points per game is a career high for him so far this season, and it's 3.7 points higher than his previous career high of 28.8. He's still not killing it from the foul line, hovering around 70%, which has been one of the knocks on his game in the past, but he's making up for it by shooting the highest percentage of his career from the 2-point range at 58% on a career-high 14.1 attempts per game. If Luka keeps this up and the Mavericks can start winning more games, that MVP award might just be within his grasp. Next up, playmaking. Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic's playmaking skills have been off the charts for the first 4 seasons of his career, but in 2022-23, he's taken it to a whole new level, which is crazy to think about, considering how good he already was in his early 20s. For the 4th season in a row, he's averaging more than 8.5 assists per game with the Mavericks. But we all know that passing is just one aspect of playmaking, and Doncic's vision and decision-making on the court have been next level this season. Luka Doncic is the man when it comes to playmaking. He's got the skills to make plays for both himself and his teammates. He's a real floor raiser, and let me tell you, the Mavericks would be in some serious trouble without him. He's killing it in pick-and-roll situations, and you can always count on him to score or set up his teammates for easy buckets. If anyone is the definition of a playmaker, it's Luka Doncic, without a doubt. Moving on, rebounding. Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert is the king of the boards, and that's no secret. He led the league in rebounds in the 21-22 season with 14.7 RPG, and he's still killing it this season with 12.2 RPG, even though the Timberwolves have been struggling to find their footing with Gobert in the lineup. Currently sitting at 8th in the West with a 16-15 record, Gobert is still leading the team on the interior. Since the news of the trade that sent him to Minnesota broke, the team has relied on him heavily, and he's more than delivered. Gobert may be leading the league in rebounds per game with 12.2, but when it comes to total rebounds, he's sitting at 3rd with 316, just 33 behind the leader, Domantas Sabonis. Even though he's not leading in total rebounds, Gobert's impact on the boards can't be denied. He's tied for 5th in offensive rebounds with 95, and 8th in defensive rebounds with 221. Gobert's ability to grab second chances for his teammates has been vital to keeping the Timberwolves in the playoff hunt. If he keeps up this level of rebounding, there's a good chance we'll see him take home his 2nd straight rebounding title by the end of the season. Then we have defense. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo may not be the frontrunner for the Defensive Player of the Year award right now, but he's definitely been the most impactful player on defense this season. Just his presence in the paint alone is enough to make opposing coaches game plan around him. Even when they do decide to attack him, Giannis is pretty good at not getting into foul trouble and still managing to disrupt shots. He's a force to be reckoned with on the defensive end. If we're just looking at numbers, Giannis might not even make the top 10 list for best defenders in the league this season. He's currently averaging 1.0 BPG and a career-low 0.9 SPG. In fact, his teammate Brook Lopez could be argued as a better defender based on numbers alone. However, Giannis's impact on defense this season has been the same as it has been for the past 4 seasons. No other player in the NBA causes more offensive adjustments than Giannis. Up next, 3-point shooting. Stephen Curry. It's not a shock to anyone, but Stephen Curry is still the best 3-point shooter in the league in 2022-23 and of all time. His ability to shoot the ball with volume and efficiency is legendary, and many people have been waiting for him to decline as he gets older. However, Curry has only gotten better at shooting the 3-ball, which is a scary thought considering the early struggles of the Warriors in 2022-23. He's truly one of a kind. Even though he's only ranking 12th in 3-point percentage at 43.4%, no one can match the volume of 3-pointers that Curry takes. He's attempted 302 3-pointers in 2022-23, one of only 6 players with over 250 attempts. He also leads the NBA in made 3-pointers with 131, 15 more than Anthony Simons, who has 116. Even though his efficiency is slightly lower compared to his unanimous MVP season in 2016, the sheer volume of his attempts is still noteworthy. Next on the list, finishing. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo continues to dominate, and this time, it's his work around the basket that's making him stand out. He's been known for the last 5 seasons as a physically gifted and athletic player who can easily catch lobs and dunk with power. Once he gets going, it's virtually impossible for any defender or team to stop him at the rim. This season, Giannis is finishing an impressive 79.8% of his shots at the rim, where 48.5% of his total shot attempts come from. That's incredibly efficient basketball for any player who can finish nearly 80% of half their shot attempts. When it comes to players with at least 5.0 attempts from within 5 feet, Giannis ranks second at 79.8% from that range. He's definitely the most worthy player in the finishing category. Then we have athleticism. Ja Morant. Ja Morant is no doubt the most exciting point guard to watch this season. He's been electrifying on the court. He's silenced the doubters and has led the Memphis Grizzlies to the top of the Western Conference standings. The most exciting part of his game is the way he uses his athleticism on the offensive end. It's not just about the powerful dunks he throws down, but the overall dynamic way he plays. He's a joy to watch and one of the most exciting players in the league. Morant is leading the league in points in the paint with 57.7 ppg, and that's not the only impressive thing about his game. The way he adjusts to the defense coming over to help when he gets past his man is just incredible to watch. Morant's ability to leap and contort his body is truly jaw-dropping. Among all the athletic freaks in the NBA, he stands out due to the way that he uses his abilities to impact his team, which is substantial. He's leading Memphis to the top of the standings and is one of the most exhilarating players to watch in the league. Next up, clutch. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Another player who isn't a surprise, but has been a real pleasure to watch stand out this season is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Despite the Thunder struggling again due to their young and inexperienced roster, their leader has been one of the best stories of the 2022-23 season. One of the reasons why he's so exciting to watch is his ability to deliver in the clutch and never shy away from taking big shots, whether he misses or makes them. He's a fearless player who's exciting to watch, and he's leading the Thunder with a lot of potential. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's clutch stats have been incredible so far in the 2022-23 season. He currently leads the NBA with 79 points in clutch situations, defined as games that are within 5 points in the last 5 minutes. He's shooting 41.2% in clutch situations, and even though the Thunder are just 7-12 in their 19 close games this season, Gilgeous-Alexander has stepped up to the plate more than once. If there is any player who deserves the Clutch Player Award for 2022-23, it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Moving on, efficiency. Nikola Jokic. That's correct. Nikola Jokic is one of the best players in the league, and his efficiency is testament to his skill. He has been showing it for the last 3 seasons, leading the league in efficiency, taking into account not just his shooting, but also his possessions, shot selections, turnovers, and missed shots. He has been a historically efficient player over his last 2 MVP seasons, and he looks poised to lead the league in efficiency once again, and also challenge for a 3rd straight MVP award. Yes, it's possible that Jokic is playing some of the best basketball of his career. His current 32.53 per ranks 1st in the NBA, and would be the 3rd consecutive year in which he led the league in that stat. Even though he's averaging 3.7 turnovers per game, that's to be expected when you're the focal point of the offense. Additionally, he's leading the NBA in offensive win shares for the 3rd year in a row, and his true shooting percentage of 69.2% is a career high. All these stats are indicative of his exceptional performance and efficiency on the court. Finally, handles. Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is undeniably one of the best ball handlers in the league, and has been for many years. He has a unique ability to move side to side with his dribble and control the ball with such precision, it's almost like watching art. It's not just the raw beauty of his ball handling that makes him so special, but it's also the way he can control or take over a game with those moves. It could be argued that Irving has surpassed Allen Iverson in the ball handling department. And that marks the end of today's video. Giannis Antetokounmpo has no doubt shown his worth as the best overall player this season. What do you think of his impact on the court? What players do you think are overrated or underrated? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.